How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video. We are going to explain the secondary mission of Mazo 1025, week number 1. We are going to do it 100% in this video. And let's remember that we are going to have trap nodes. So we have to bring some characters as such, powerful as I am going to explain to you. For example, a high voltage rhythm. In this case, I take the very poor 2, I take Vox, and I take Akusala, which for me are the best I have seen. For the path on the left, which we are full because of technological characters, we have the first confrontation, which is in the very powerful Ironheart that basically has the bubble shield. Every time they attack, you block an attack, your master block is reduced by 4% after downloads. The next attack on the defender is unblockable. In this case, we are going to do it with Vox because I already tell you that in the end, any character that is cosmic is going to have an advantage against these characters. Technological here, for example, it could also be working very well for you, Medusa. Okay, and actually you see how fast this iron health is being done, and let's remember that the node of this iron health, basically you are already seeing that we have a shield under Vox's life, which in this case is at number 7, and basically what that is going to do is that when it reaches number 10, well basically it is going to give us an unblockable iron health attack, so be very careful with that, but you have already seen how quickly it has come out with our friend Vox. In this case, we're going to go all the way to the left last, and then we're going to go all the way to the right. Okay, let's give Ultron what Ultron has, because while the attacker has more than 33% for the maximum, he has a walk effect of energizing. If attacker has more than 35%, he suffers, drains powers instantly until he reaches 0. In this case, Vox does not continue to work well enough in this fight, because let's remember that it is immune to burning powers, draining powers, and stealing powers. Therefore, in this case, the only thing you have to have is a little careful. It's the classic Ultron. It's okay because let's remember that this one evades like a beast every 7 seconds. I think that's when the illusion is activated. So be very careful with that illusion that classic Ultron has, which can play tricks on you and can end up hitting you a couple of taps. So be very careful. And since he is Ultron, you have to force him to throw Super Attack 1, which is the easy one to avoid. The truth is that I hope that classic Ultron will soon go from 7 stars through the 70 levels. For example, we have already seen that the 6-star one is given with the level, I don't remember 60 and something, that is 68, something like that. I think they give the 6-star one. So I want to see if 7 comes out, because he is a pretty good character to take into account. We're going the way to the left, folks, because we have Omega Sentinel there, and we're going to see what node Kaban has put us in for this Omega Sentinel. They attack every 5 seconds. It is a high voltage disadvantage that consists of 10% of the attack force to the defender as an energy year in 20 seconds. Each well-programmed attacker block converts a high voltage disadvantage into an energy resistance improvement, so basically we have to be making stops or failing that carry a character that is immune. High voltage. In this case, I believe that with Vox we can be doing this because you are already seeing how with each stop, well look, it is leaving us with disadvantages, but you are already seeing that they are not so strong either. So with the stops you are already seeing that he leaves us energy resistance and changes it for that high voltage. Therefore it develops very simply. Well, you are already here, you are already seeing how we literally almost burst into a Mega Sen, which by the way we have already done it. Now he's coming. Well, the funny thing, so to speak, about this mission, that is basically Namor with the nodes that it already has every 10 seconds each in the champions, because we have a disadvantage of magic when the defender's coercive abilities were to be reversed by a disadvantage. Instead, they get between 100% power as long as the attacker is going to receive an effect that they are immune to. Defender has a passive effect of maximum 15% of unfought power harvest. When the attacker activates an upgrade, it is 1 in the instant and the defender regenerates 10% of their life. Maximum stability has a 7-second cooldown when either of the two characters, attack block suffers a bleeding handicap that has 35% direct damage strength while the attacker is suffering. The downside that the defender has a passive fury, so be very careful. In this case, we have to carry a character immune to bleeding, which is what I recommend, but we must also take into account that our friend in love is going to have that power accumulation, so we are not going to develop anything with sand, with dust. They are worth, and you are seeing how under life in love is that bleeding timer to end, because they will put us at a bleeding disadvantage. In this case, as I have tried to put it on us, but we are immune because we are having that accumulation of not being able then ready. You just have to stick the character pretty well. We threw Super Attack 2 with the sand to do that tremendous damage, as our friend always usually does. And be very careful not to burden our friend Namor with the accumulation of power. Careful, 20, throw it away. That is Super Attack 1 to do a little more damage, and I think the Animer has already been done because we have almost done it. The truth is that he is not a difficult character because he is more attacking than defending, but we still have to take into account all the trap nodes that he may be setting us. So you have already seen how we have killed this one in love, and what we have to do now is spend ourselves, because that feather is worth the feather we have obtained, which I already explained to you yesterday in a video. We spend it to open the portal, and with that Mysterium, and also get, well, those splinters from the Crystal of the Month and more Mysterium. Okay, well, that's it. I had it. We already have it in reality. With one pass, it would be fine because I think there is no prize for exploration, but we are still going to be repeating it. Okay, with the same characters, we might even be changing them, so I'm going to take a little pause and change the characters. Okay friends, I have already changed the team a little. You are already seeing that we have changed to Prowler to give that possible strong love, and we have brought in Hitmonkey because basically it gives us the class advantage if the defender receives the impact in a strong attack. If he starts a timer for 8 seconds, if the attacker starts charging the strong attack in this time, he suffers a passive effect of faltering. So in this case, you should not be abusing strong blows. In this case, we take Hitmonkey to rank 2 that I hope to give him a rank 3 soon. He is a very, very beast character. You are already seeing the damage he is doing to our friend Morbius, but we almost have him dead directly. You have seen how quickly he has fallen with a class advantage character and how much massive damage this Hitmonkey is. Okay, we are now going to the capitals of Captain America. We will see what the root nodes are going to put us in love, because let's remember that they are two totally different struggles. Each non-critical hit of the defender has 50%. It is a random disadvantage of the attacker for 15 seconds. These random disadvantages can be biliary, screaming acceleration, atrophy, or trauma, all 10% potency. So in this case, well, we're pretty good because we take Hitmonkey and hit him with critical hits. Here there is a character that gets full critics, such as Bolse, Hitmonkey, Moleman. So in the end, they are characters who have to hit critical hits, because every time we miss a hit that is not critical, it is going to be leaving us with a random disadvantage, which in this case you are not going to see, because basically I am doing the gameplay with Hitmonkey to make absolutely critical hits, as you are seeing on the screen. We continue, come on, come throw it to me, perfect, and I think this is over. It's Batak 2, and indeed our capitals, well, the poor smart guy ends up dying, friends. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to Ant-Man. That here, yes, maybe the fight will go a little slower. Let's remember that with the deviant he has and so on, it may be annoying us a little, which is the node he has when the defender has a power bar. The attacker suffers an electric sun disadvantage for 6 seconds. The electric sting is activated and eliminated if the attacker does a super. Sail that causes direct damage to 50% of the defender. We are going to take advantage of Hitmonkey since we have, I'm telling you, that class advantage that can come to us quite well, medium, weak, medium. We take advantage of the fact that for the moment it doesn't have that deviant, although maybe with Hitmonkey we can get rid of it, so to speak. You are already seeing that since he got a power bar, we have got a power bar because he has given us that disadvantage of Ojon Electric. You are already seeing how it just happened. And reactivate, then we cannot remove it. Simply no, we do not have to be using super attacks, and it would already be in this case since we are already running out of deviations. Therefore, we can now do a totally brutal damage again. As you just saw again with Hitmonkey, which by the way, I have a video in rank 3, come see it because it is brutal. The rank 3 character is a piece of beast. Well, we're going to give love to friends, and now it's a totally different love than we've seen before because we have root nodes. We have the same nodes as the bleeding disadvantage. When the attacker reverses defender's times, it causes direct damage. If the attacker receives an immune effect, the defender gains a passive power effect. Root nodes are prevalent here. Each fight gives the defender a 9% regeneration boost for 8 seconds whenever the attacker has a power bar. This will remove defenseless times when knocked down by a strong attack. The attacker suffers a 15% demolition disadvantage when blocking the defender's attacks. Stoss prevention: for each bar spent every 5 seconds, the defender has a 10-second fury boost that increases attack power by 20%. Your upgrades start on pause, but they start waiting when the defender is intercepted. So in this case, we are going to test how well we do with Prowler. Okay, I think it should work out, but let's try it. So there we are, medium and medium, ready. Let's leave these disadvantages there. Perfect. We continue, we continue, we continue, we continue. Very well. For now, we leave those disadvantages of perfect breakage. In this case, they are going to be giving us those. Oh no, of course it's true. I didn't remember that Prowler is immune to the disadvantages of bleeding. There we are with Melon 2020. I have lost the failure. How sorry, how sorry. Well, nothing happens. You are already seeing that in reality, the trap nodes are not that powerful. There we are ready. We left it and we asked for Super Attack 2 to see that terrible damage that our friend Prowler has, who you are already seeing how we are lowering his life. In fact, far better with Prowler than with Vox Direct. Sorry, with Boss, with Dust, as we have seen in the previous one. The truth is that I don't notice the nodes so much. It's a trap in love. The first one I did notice, but in this one the truth is that I didn't, and it's almost good. In fact, we've already killed it and we're going the other way. Let's remember that we can do this route 2 more times, I think, because we have 4 flames a week. Okay, then yes, because the prices are the same. In this case, we have to go this way because we don't have it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have it 100% because we have it there. We have as prizes a pretty cool image of love, 2 5% grade 6 class fragment crystals, and 20 primordial dust. So friends, with this we have finished how to do the secondary mission of March 1025, the 5 Phoenix of the week number 1. After you like the video, I suggest you follow me and see you in other videos. Ciao, ciao.